Robinson Crusoe written by Daniel Defoe. Okay, it's a very famous book series. It's about a sailor called as Robinson Crusoe and what all things he discovers and all this and how he has got to stay alone. All this. Okay, so it's a very interesting story to read. Under many lessons, this story has been written, and one of it is discovers a footprint. Okay, so let us just read this story and enjoy what is written in the story. So, Robinson Crusoe discovers a footprint. Robinson Crusoe's ship had been destroyed by the sea. He had been alone for many years and longed for company. One day, he discovers a footprint on the sand. Let's find out what he did then. During those years, traveling by sea in a ship, it was concerned a great adventure. And so, Robinson Crusoe was also such a person who was highly interested in adventure. And what happened one day was Robinson Crusoe's ship. It had been destroyed by the sea because of the waves and all. Okay, so his ship got destroyed, and he had been alone for many years, and he wanted a company. For many years, he was there on an island. He was living on an island alone. And what happened was he wanted somebody's company, right? Living alone is very difficult. So one day he discovers a footprint on the sand. Let's find out what he did then. So one day when he's coming to the place where his ship was there, where his boat was there, destroyed by the sea. So he comes to that place, and what he sees footprint on the sand. So what he does then? Let us just read this story and find out. One day, when I was going towards my boat, I was surprised to see the footprint of a man on the sand. I stood amazed. Amazed means I just wondered what happened. What is this? This is a footprint of a man. Oh, I listened. I looked around me. I could neither hear nor see anything. So, what does Robinson Crusoe do? He listened. He tried to listen. And he is looking around himself. Okay, whether there is a person over here or not. I could neither hear nor see anything. He was neither able to hear anything nor he was able to see anything. I went up higher to look down. So going up, there is a small mountain like structure over there. A small mountain or a bund you can say. And he goes over that. He stands over that and he looks down. I went up to the shore and down the shore. But it was no good. He was not able to find any person. I could find no other footprint but than one. He only found one footprint. He went up, he went down, searched everywhere trying to find who it was. But he found only one footprint. I went to it again to see if there were any more footprints. So he's going all around to see if there were any more footprints and to tell if it had been my imagination. He wanted to find out whether really some human being was there or whether he just imagined it. He was just thinking it like that. But I was not mistaken, for there was exactly the print of a foot, toes, heel, every part of the foot. So that footprint had every part of the foot. The toes were there, the heel were there. So I could not imagine how it came there. He's not able to imagine how that footprint came there. I stayed a long time thinking, but became more and more confused. He's getting more and more confused. He's thinking how this thing came there, how this footprint came there. But how much time he's keeping thinking, that much he's getting confused that how this footprint came there, from where it came. So this is what you can see, the footprint, right? When you go near the beach and you walk through the sand over there, okay, you can see your footprint. When you look at your own footprint, it looks like that single one. Okay, so you can see the part, the toes you can see, and the heel also you can see in that footprint, right? So this is how Robinson Crusoe is looking, and he finds such a footprint over there. Only one footprint he is finding. Okay, he does not find many footprints. Only one footprint. The toes, the heels, all are exact. That's why he is surprised. He's thinking what has happened. So this you can see. It happens in sand. Okay, in sand when you are walking, you can see your footprints. Okay, sometimes you can see on your floor also when you are walking, but it will be dried very fast. If you have mud on your legs, you can see the footprints. They will stay as it is, right? So, at last, I returned home very frightened. So that one footprint, he is thinking too much and he is confused. He thinks whether any human being has come there. At last, what happens? He is returned and he goes to his house, goes home very frightened, looking behind me after every 2 or 3 steps, mistaking every bush and tree to be a man. So he is afraid also that one human being is also there. Okay, and he's thinking too much, and he's looking behind every bush. Maybe he'll come across a man. That's what he's thinking. When I came to my cave, which I called my castle. So he's living in a cave. When he's coming to the cave, he calls this cave as his castle, right? So he's only the man, he's the only human being who is staying on that island. I ran inside it. So he's running inside his cave as if I was being chased, as if somebody is running behind him. I do not remember whether I used the ladder or went in by the hole in the rock which I called the door. So there was a ladder to go to his cave, or he could use a hole in the rock so that he could enter his cave. I ran for cover faster than any animal could run. So he's trying to run, okay, to escape. Because he doesn't know whether the human being who is coming is good or not. Okay, whether somebody has some human being is staying over there. If the person is good, then well. Otherwise, it will create him problem. Okay, if they are man eaters and like that, savages. Okay, savages are people who are living in the wild. Okay, so such a savage, if it is there, then of course it's a problem to him. So that's why he's very afraid and he is running. Okay, so I did not sleep that night. The more I thought about what I had seen, the more afraid I became. So when he saw the footprint again, what happened? He's not able to sleep at night and is becoming more and more afraid. I thought it could be one of the savages of the mainland who had wandered out to the sea in a small boat. So he's thinking that it will be some savages, some footprints of some savages. They are wild people. Savages are wild people. Okay. And they belong to a large land. Okay, that is called as a mainland. Mainland means large continuous extent of land. Okay. So what is happening? He's thinking that he's some savage. Okay, some savage has come over there, and from the mainland this person has come. And he has come in a small boat. Okay. So luckily I was not on shore at that time. But what if he had seen my boat? If he had seen the boat, he would have realized that someone lived on the island and would soon return with others to kill and eat me. So during those days, man hunters, they were very common. So these man hunters, what they used to do, savages were kind of man hunters. So they will kill human beings and even eat the human flesh. Okay, they were not civilized like us. They were hunters. They are kind of hunter people. Okay, so they will hunt in a group. So this Robinson Crusoe, he's thinking that if some such savage has come here, he has discovered my boat. Okay, and he will soon return with other friends and try to kill me and eat me. And so I lay fearful for many days and prayed for protection. So he is lying fearful, he is afraid. Okay, and he is praying for protection. In doing so, I was much comforted and began going out to investigate. So investigate means to find out. So when he was lying in the cave, he was feeling protected. Then again is somehow slowly he is going out and trying to find out who it is, okay, who has come over here. But even now, as I went forward, I looked behind me frequently because I was still very frightened. So even now when he is going, he is afraid and he is very, very frightened. Okay, he is always continuously looking that who is behind him. That's what is his problem. Okay, he's trying to find out who is coming behind him, who's trying to attack him. However, as I went about for 2 or 3 days and saw nothing, I became a little bolder. So for 2 or 3 days, he is seeing nothing. He cannot see anything. And so he becomes a little bolder. Bolder means he becomes a little brave. I decided to go down to the shore again and examine the footprint once more. So he is deciding to go to the shore once again and to examine the footprint. Okay, he wants to find out whose these footprints are. I decided to measure it with my own footmark. So he is trying to decide the size of this footprint, whether it is a savage or not, by using his own footmark. As I came closer to the footprint, I realized that it could not be my footprint because I had not come to this part of the beach since a long time. Secondly, as I placed my foot alongside that footprint, it seemed larger than my own. So what he's doing? He's coming closer to the footprint. Then he realizes that it cannot be his footprint, because he did not come to this part of the beach since a long time. Okay, and that when he kept his footprint near that footprint, it was larger, it was much larger. So of course it was not his. My fear returned. So he was again afraid. I went home again believing that there was someone there. So again Robinson Crusoe goes to his own home. He believes that there is someone on that island, and the island was inhabited. So this is adapted from Daniel Defoe's Robinson Crusoe. Okay, so Robinson Crusoe is one such famous story. So I hope you all will read this story. So just let us continue to just look at the new words. So new words, if you see: savages, wild people in primitive state. Wild people who are living in state, they are called as the savages. Mainland. Mainland is the large continuous extent of land. It is a big land. Okay, that is the mainland. Large, it is continuous. Wandered. Go from place to place without a definite route. Bolder. More confident, because Robinson Crusoe becomes bolder, more and more confident he becomes. Inhabited. Occupied, dwelled in. So what you have to do is, you have to write these meanings 3 times each in your English notebook. You have to read the lesson very well 2 times, and then you have to attend the online class. Okay, waiting for the online class. Thank you.